Sweetie Pie, and welcome back to my channel. If you did not see my previous video, I was just talking about why I have taken a bit of an absence and why I hope to get back to filming. I'm actually hanging out at my dad's house, so if you hear any like tings or tweedles, it's because he has a couple pairs of finches and this is the best lighting in the house, so here we are. But yeah, anyway, if you haven't like figured it out yet, I am pregnant with my first baby. We are due January 14th, and oh my god, this has been a ride and a half for me, and I'm hoping to get back to filming now since things have calmed down a little bit. I am about 4.5 months along at this point and I'm starting to feel normal again. So yeah, anyway, if you guys would like to see what I bought in June, July, and a little bit of August, then stay tuned because holy, I went on an eyeshadow rampage. A freaking rampage, and I'm sitting on like his couch right now, so like I'll probably be doing a lot of this trying to get into the camera. I did film this look. It is probably already up on my channel, and it's just a get ready with me talking about all the exciting stuff. So yeah, anyways, okay, I brought all of the stuff that has really been exciting me, stuff that I have bought in the last couple months, and just there's a couple things in here even that I'm not like super crazy about, but regardless, we're gonna go through this freaking bag because I've been shopping. So yeah, if you guys are interested in that, stay tuned, and yeah, obviously leave your comments. I have an itch on my foot because I got bit by a skitter. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, if you have any advice about sciatic nerve pain and what is it called? I have been forgetting it the entire time. It's like groin pain because your belly's growing, because my belly is definitely growing. So yeah, anyway, if you have any like information about that or like remedies you can do that are safe while you're pregnant, make sure you leave that in the comments because that is actually something I actually need right now. But anyway, let's get into the makeup because oh my gosh, some of these things, oh, I have been playing and I've been having so much fun. So yeah, anyway guys, let's get into this video. Okay, so I'm trying to look back in the last 2 months in this bag, and the first thing that really pops into my head is the new Divina collections, and I also picked up some of the new Divina Cosmetics eyeshadows. I am not a huge indie buyer, but Divina Cosmetics completely flipped my entire life when it came to eyeshadows, and mostly like shimmer eyeshadows. Their shimmer eyeshadow game is absolutely freaking phenomenal. And so they came out with a new like iridescent, I'm gonna move this shadow. They came out with a new, this palette is totally broken, a new iridescent collection of eyeshadows. Gosh, this is not going to show you at all how absolutely phenomenal these eyeshadows are, and I cannot remember. I will put in a down in the description exactly what these are called, but I bought, not only did I buy the 6 iridescent multi-chromes that they came out with, but I also bought the previous collection, which is these multi-chromes here. And when I say that these are by far the most beautiful, the most different, you know, textures and colors I have ever used. Like, I mean, let me just swatch a couple for you. And I'm gonna try and get the names. I bought this little, I thought this was a little bit bigger than it actually was, but it actually became pretty perfect. This is a little Divina Cosmetics 6-pan palette, and it has held these multi-chromes really well. Okay, this one is in Polaris, and the smoothness, and the freaking texture of these eyeshadows is literally just something that you have to experience. If you are an eyeshadow junkie and you are just like me, sick of mainstream bringing out the same old crap over and over, like, you need to go out and purchase yourself some indie eyeshadows. It's a different game. They're literally playing a different game than, you know, than the mainstream. Even the multi-chromes that I got from Natasha Denona, you know, I got some, you know, really beautiful ones, and it looks like there's going to be a new Naked palette with some new, like, really duochrome crazy shades in it. I'm really excited for that. These are more than that. They're more than that. Another shade that is just, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous how beautiful these shades are. And if you guys would like me to swatch these two collections, I would more than happily do that for you guys. And maybe do a look. This is Esmeralda. And in the pan, they all look white. They all look white. This one has a tinge to it. Now, these ones are a little bit more on the chunkier side. But when I say, I'm going to do a little example here for you guys. Maybe. Oh, here we are. So I'm just going to take some setting spray, and I'm going to spray that. What in blue blaze? How am I going to show you this? I'm hoping I can show you this. I'm going to get close to the... Get the frick out of here. It is this fire engine red, like orange, and then it's flipping to a freaking blue. Like, I can't tell you enough how special and beautiful these shades are. And honestly, even if you didn't want to get like the full meal deal bundle, I would suggest going on their website. Sometimes they're out of stock, sometimes they're not. They are an indie business, so things seem to take a little bit longer to get to you, but there is no eyeshadow I have tried that has been this impressive. Now, also, because I have tried Divina eyeshadows before, I have the Sugar Drop collection and the Galaxy Dust collection, both gorgeous, gorgeous eyeshadows. I went and purchased from Terra Moon Cosmetics as well. And I am really impressed. Like, let's just take a couple shades here. Two of my most favorite shades so far that I've bought are this one. This is in Orion's Belt. And theirs feel more like a traditional eyeshadow, or at least the ones that I got. Like, look at that. That is just spectacular. That is spectacular. And they are so smooth, just like, you know, Divina. Very smooth eyeshadows. Not unhappy with them at all. It's just a different type of eyeshadow. I think Terra Moon has some really gorgeous multi-chromes too. This one blew me away as well. Like, the shimmer on this freaking eyeshadow. This is Temposphere? Yes. This is Temposphere. Get the frick out of here, people. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, where can you get an eyeshadow that is like that from a mainstream competitor? You can't. You can't. There is no mainstream competitor that is creating these types of shadows that are so beautiful and pigmented and just rocking my freaking world. So I want to try more Terra Cosmetics, but I did purchase, what, 3, 6, 7, 8 of their shadows, and they're all really beautiful. That is like probably my favorite purchase out of all of these is these Terra and Divina shadows. They're beautiful. They're amazing. Shush, birdies. Gosh, they're loud. Anyway, also on the note of extremely good eyeshadows, I finally, after a little deliberation, went on to BH Cosmetics and I purchased, whoa, geez Louise, 4 of the Sweet Shop palettes. They came back in stock. I saw it on Instagram, and although I was kind of like, well, this is a been there, done that. Everyone has reviewed these already. I don't care. This is the best quality I have ever tried from BH Cosmetics, by far, hands down. The looks I've created with all 4 of these palettes have been absolutely stunning. They have been stunning. So I was so happy. Like this, okay. So the blue bubblegum one is definitely a favorite, followed closely by this pistachio. Oh my gosh, the greens in here. Get the flick out of here with the greens. There are 4 mattes, 4 shimmers in every palette. They're a lot bigger than I actually thought they would be. The pan sizes are huge. Now, the one thing that I thought was a little bit weird was this cherry on top palette. In all reality, this isn't as red as I expected it maybe to be. I don't know, it leans more on the pinky peachy side than it does the red side. So this isn't like, I don't think any of these bottom mattes are like a true actual red. I don't know. I'm not convinced. The shimmers and the mattes work beautifully. It just, when it says cherry on top, I was really expecting like a freaking red. Not so much. Maybe I'm more into blue-based reds. Maybe that is like a thing. But regardless, that was probably the one that I was kind of like, huh? A little more. And then probably my least favorite, and like not because of quality, just because of the, maybe like the color selection. I don't know. I'm kind of dipping away from purples and pinks right now. As you can see with my beautiful Gilded eyeshadow today, which was actually using an Essence and a Rude Cosmetics eyeshadow palette, by the way. But yeah, they don't smell like anything. Well, maybe a little tiny bit, but really beautiful quality. The eyeshadows are beautiful. They are freaking fantastic. They work and blend on top of each other super seamlessly, which is like kind of a game changer for a lot of us. All right, so getting into some drugstore. So I was perusing my local shoppers, and of course I came across Essence has finally, like, they haven't released anything in my shoppers in a while, and I was kind of concerned for a bit until I saw this stand. And in fact, this stand had 2, 4, 6 mini eyeshadow palettes. And of course, ya bitch bought all 6 of them. I literally, when I went up to the counter, I was just like, thank you. And she was like, oh, I knew you were going to get all those. And I was like, oh, what, 1 wouldn't be enough? She's like, not for you. I was like, oh my God, Melissa, you're starting a reputation. Anyway, let's just go through these super quickly because I did want to make a video on them. I did take pictures of every single one of these and like did looks with every single one. So we'll see if that actually comes to fruition. Is that the word? Either way. So first of all, you have the Taupe It Up palette, and it seems like all of these are like reminiscent of like either something from TV or something from music. I think something from music. This is the one I used today, Dancing Green. I didn't use the shimmers. I just used the 2 mattes, which I will say these are definitely the best mattes that Essence has probably come out with. The best shimmers too. I do suggest you starting with the darkest shade in your look first, because sometimes the blend can be a little bit funky, but I have really been enjoying these. This is the I Like to Mauve It. See, they're all like themed. This is probably like not my favorite one. I don't know, I'm not into cool tones like that. Ice Baby, this one is actually really beautiful as well. It kind of reminds me of like a Huda palette I think that I have, or I've seen at least. Then there are 2 left, the 2 boring ones. This is Coral Me Maybe, like Call Me Maybe. Do you remember that song? Yeah. And then we have lastly Bronzed This Way. Baby, I was born this way. Like, come on, everybody knows that song. And I did create a really pretty look with this like warm brown shade as well. Really pretty. I have some really beautiful pictures on my Instagram as well of those that I actually went outside to take. Oh my god. So a couple winners here we are again. Okay, a couple winners purchases, and then I just have like 2 other things that I purchased recently that I haven't used as much. So when I go to Winners, oh shoot, this one too. When I go to Winners, a lot of the time it's the palettes that are calling out to me for some reason. I don't freaking know why. Now, mind you, powder products are probably the best thing to buy at Winners, knowing that they're kind of a, like, here's the leftovers kind of store. But yeah, anyway, every time I see BH Cosmetics there, I don't know why, but I always feel the need to pick it up. So I got this. Now, mind you, I don't think I would have picked this up if I had seen how bright pink the blushes, oh, come on now, the blushes are. A couple of these blushes, not really going to be for me, like especially this one right here. Probably not going to wear that all that much. This is the Vanilla Strawberry Truffle 4-color blush set. But I remember seeing these on the BH Cosmetics Instagram, and I got it for $6. So I was like, you know what, I'm picking this up. There was only 1 shade available, and I was like, I just want to try these. Other than the hot pink, which I did wear one time, I didn't love it. I just didn't love it on my complexion, to be honest. But anyways, the rest of these blushes, especially this like pinky one here and this more corally one, they work pretty well. I didn't have a lot of blending issues. Yes, they are like a powdery blush, but I didn't really see a difference. And I did I use this today? I don't think I did. I think I used the Hourglass palette, but yeah, I've used this in the past and I think it's all right. If I had seen the inside of it, which of course at Winners you're not going to be picking through things, I probably may have not got it. But hey, who doesn't need a pink blush in their, you know, in their arsenal from time to time? Also, I picked up this Smitten in Switzerland palette. Okay. This is just okay for me. When I was in the store, I did look at the color story and I was like, oh, that's really pretty. Like there's very muted shades and it's a very everyday. I'm not big on this. This seems more cool toned. I guess it is more cool toned. It's just a very grungy palette, and the couple times I used it, you know, like the shimmers are kind of a little powdery. They're nowhere near the quality of the Sweet Shop palette. That is absolute. But they work nicely, and if you found this and you enjoyed the color story, I don't think you would hate it. Just not my favorite purchase ever. Something that blew my socks away and that I'm actually wearing today is this United Shimmer Shimmerdom? Yes, United Shimmerdom 21 Shimmer Eyeshadow Palette. Okay, looking at this at first, you're gonna be like, the hell is that, Melissa? This is beautiful though. The shimmers in here are really, really metallic, and literally with a little bit of water, they come off so pigmented and so beautiful. I really think that they're something kind of like special. And if you were looking for like some inexpensive shimmers, I literally got this palette for less than $10. They're by Rude Cosmetics, and Rude Cosmetics I have really loved in the past as well. I have definitely reviewed several of their palettes before, and you know, I really like the brand. I think that they can do eyeshadows pretty darn well. I think some of their mattes can be a little bit thin, but if you work from darkest to lightest, I think that you're gonna have no problem at all. I know it's kind of scary at first. Believe me, you can do it. You can do it. Anyway, I swatched all of these and they were so pretty. So if you're looking for like a really nice all-in-one kind of like, has a whole crap ton of like neutral shades, but then also has like purple, blue, green, you know, some pinks and purples mixed in. At the bottom here, some like mauvey tones. Wet your brush, wet your fingertip, get some color. It is freaking beautiful, and I have not had any creasing or anything like that yet, so that's a bonus as well. And I've been sitting here for well over an hour and a half, so that's a good sign. Anyway, last winner's purchase. This is the Laura Mercier, and I'm not sure when this was from, honestly, but when I saw it, it was so pretty. This is the Painting with Light Radiant Face Illuminator Trio. This has Devotion, Obsession, and Inspiration. I know I've had these before in the past, and they are so pretty. These are extremely like shimmery and extremely velvety smooth. I really like these highlighters. Laura Mercier makes a pretty darn good highlighter, as well as it being absolutely beautiful. I am hoping that that is not the same eyeshadow like positioning as the one I had before, because I'm pretty sure that I still have that in my collection. We'll see when I go looking. But it was literally $20. I could not pass it up. The front is absolutely beautiful. It has this little, like, I think it's supposed to be kind of geisha inspired. Maybe not. It has that vibe to it though on the front. Anyway, beautiful packaging, really pretty highlighters. Really like this formula. It is what it is, people. Moving along. Okay, so I have been hearing all over the place, and this isn't even all that I bought from Moira, but I've been hearing all over the place, Instagram, you know, especially when they came out with these. These are the Moira Signature Ombre Blushers, and the pan is a fantasy. It is an absolute freaking fantasy. Let me see if I can try and hold that up. It is this motif of butterflies and, you know, like a star, something kind of anchor or star in the background, and like a huge flower. It is fabulous. I took some Instagram photos. I'm not sure if they're up yet or not. I will put them up though, of these products, and they're so beautiful. Like, now I will say I do somewhat agree with Angelica Niquevis when she said that these are super pigmented, and if you aren't careful, because obviously I feel like you're kind of looking at them in the pan while you're trying to put them on, and you're like, oh, this is going to be so beautiful, and then you end up with a pure, like, you know, super mauvey cheek or super orangey cheek. Be careful. Be gentle. Tap your brush off a little bit. I usually tap mine into the top of the pan, and that's why a lot of the time the tops of my pans are kind of messy, because that's my way of getting the product into the brush a little bit more and making it so that I don't have to like worry that I'm putting so much product on. But regardless, I did get Soft Berry and Orange Blossom, and they're super pretty. You do have to be careful applying these. I do like the Soft Berry a little bit better than this Orange Blossom, just because this is ridiculously pigmented and it is very difficult to not over apply it and look like kind of clownish. Also, I did pick up one of their, it's like a Sweet Series palette. They're pressed pigment eyeshadows, All That Is You Sweet Series palette, and I got, yes, I got the one that is All That Is You. It's the purple one. I've used this about 3 times so far, and like their little prints on their eyeshadows are adorable. They're all like ice cream themed and sweet candy themed, little hearts, like get a grip. I've used this a couple times, mostly with the purples, because obviously it's a purple palette. I had to use the purples and it worked pretty well. I would like to play with it some more though to form an opinion. As you can see, I have been on eyeshadow overload at this point. So I used this a couple times just to kind of get a feel for it. And that's all I have used. My dears, you are very loud. They're very loud right now. I'm almost finished, guys. But yeah, I like this a lot. I like this brand. A lot of the stuff they come out with looks so beautiful. Like their packaging is definitely on point. I need to use their products a little bit more to see if everything else is on point. All right, I am down to my last 3 freaking purchases, guys, and I have not used 2 of them. Haven't used them at all. So first one that I have used, I picked up a few products from the e.l.f. Electric Mood collaboration with like 5 different people. This one is, I know I'm going to say this wrong, I will write it right here for you guys, I'm sure, is a 2 blush, bronzer, and highlighter cream palette from e.l.f. And I like this. The only thing that I think that other people might need to be aware of, want to be aware of, is that this is a true cream. This does not go cream to powder. It's not like that. It is definitely just not like that at all. So when you use these creams, if you have a problem with being like a little bit, you know, creamy or tacky on your face, you really need to set this with something else. And if you're not careful, I do think that you could get a little bit of weird blending issues because these are so creamy. The highlight is like one of those, like, you know, it's literally like a glossy highlight. It makes it like glossy on your cheeks. The blushes are probably the most matte thing out of the whole packaging. One is a really peachy, beautiful blush. The other one is a little mauve-y, just like that other palette I was just talking about. Like, where did that go? Regardless, so many palettes go the same way. And then they also give you this cream bronzer slash contour. I like that a lot. It's just, 1, I must use a sponge with it or it does not look right. And 2, I have to be careful blending powder products over top of this if I want a more matte look. So yeah. Anyways, I also picked up the, ooh, let's see here, Tiana Major 9? I'm so confused. Why are there so many like weird names? Tiana Major 9? Either way, I picked up her Electric Mood palette. This looks gorgeous. This looks like some really amazing shimmers. Maybe, if I can open it. Or not. Oh, there we go. So this is what we're looking at for the palette. And what really drew me in were those like peachy shimmers down at the bottom. Holy shoot, these look beautiful. Like, let's just swatch these 2 right now. Now, I do realize that I would prefer a shimmer Oh, good, they have names. Okay, so we've got Pound Coin and we've got Peach Champagne. And I'm going to spray them before I throw them on my hand. Take a look. Like, you have to be crazy to think that that's not gorgeous. So I'm really hoping that these transfer onto the eyes as pretty, especially that one there called Pound Coin. It is something special. That is like, got a blue shift to it on my hand. Very pretty. Anyway, bought that one, and there were quite a few other things in the like collection of stuff. I just kind of skipped over most of that. Anyway, last but not least, guys, so I literally picked this up yesterday. It still has the little stickies on it. And this is the Gilded, or no, Milani Ungilded Most Loved Mattes. They've got a lot of palettes going on lately. And the first time I saw this being used was actually by Emily Noel. I am a huge fan of hers. I don't know if I ever discussed this on my channel before. I'm trying to open this palette so I can like swatch it a little bit. But yeah, I don't know if I ever discussed this on my channel, but I am a huge Emily Noel fan. I think her content is some of the best makeup content for people over 20 in all of YouTube. She is the realest, the sweetest, and like straight up with a lot of things. Pretty much everything, I would say. Her family, her everything. So when I saw her using this, and I saw how awesome it looked on her, did my voice just shiver there? I was like, okay, I need this too. Oh God, that was really pigmented. So we're gonna try this out. We're gonna use this, see what it's like, including the 450 other eyeshadow palettes that I have to try. But yeah, guys, oh my God, this was so crazy. I'm actually tired after filming this. Lately, obviously, I'm pregnant. I'm pregnant. And the reality of that is that I am more, oh my gosh, I got the hiccups. The reality of that is that I am more tired and more vulnerable, and I hate that. I literally hate that. I do not like that even one little baby bit. It's not my gig. It's just not. It is not my gig at all. I just feel like, not sluggish, but like if I'm at home, literally around 10:30, I'm just like, oh, lights out, and I will literally go for like a 3-hour nap, because it's just like, oh my God, my body is like tired and like kind of cranky, and I get like a little mood of it, and I'm just like, wow, this has never happened to me before. So literally I have just been trying to like I've been trying to sleep as much as I can, you know, at the correct times, which is obviously at night. And I've just been like really, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, night, evening, whatever. I hope you enjoyed this video, and you know, let me know. I am probably going to film the Essence eyeshadow palette kind of look over review today, and then you know, if there's anything in this little packaging, the Divina Cosmetics, the Divina eyeshadows, anything like that that you guys would like swatched, looked at, you know, talked about, let me know, please, in the comments. Let me know. All right, subscribe, guys, because you know, you're gonna want to keep up on whatever the heck I'm going to end up doing next. And yeah, I love you guys so much. Thank you for supporting me through all of this. It's such a journey. Anyway, Have a good day, night, evening, whatever. Mwah. Bye.